Hi guys, there's a package for Melanie and me. Melanie is going to open it. Whose name is on there first? Oh, I get to open it. It's the pink camo.
This one. Look at this.
Yeah. It's all camo in the back. Oh, that's neat. And then the pants. Look at that. Little hunter girl. Well, thank you. That's neat.
Thank you.
It says, where did you see that? Little shooter, it says? Little shooter? It says 3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Neat. The birds are outside. If you can't see them, there's some happy birds. Listen to the happy noises. They're happy. They're loving it. That's some happy wild meat birds. Not wild. What am I saying? Wild. Happy meat birds. Free ranging in the nature. Now they'll strip that bare. They will eat every leaf off every plant here before they're done, which is good. Yep, good example. He's eating as I talk. They all are. Good for him. A lot of peas now to harvest. A lot. And some green beans. We're going fast. About 3 meals stir fry. We're starting to freeze them, put them away for future use, so we've got multiple meals in the freezer, so that's good. Now I'm going to harvest the beans as well. Yeah, quite a bit. Got meals of each.
You harvest already, please?
Yes.
There's one left.
Yeah, I'm recording.
Oh.
I'll leave some of that throat really big. Yeah, we're going to fast forward as well. So, let's jump around and see if I'll shoot. Speaking of, Yeah, something like that. Oh, there it is. Guys, not too bad. There's a couple meals of each. 3 meals of peas with stir fry, and a couple side servings of green beans. Plus, Melanie is harvesting herbs daily now, so we're looking pretty good here at the homestead. Spread some organic fertilizer out in the mung beans, and especially in the back end where they never had the mulch. Now the peppers and tomatoes have a lot of fertilizer, but they're just taking their time, I guess. Safely spread the chicken manure down in between these rows. That's why I had to use the organic plant food fertilizer. So the peppers have the chicken manure, the tomatoes have it, and this row here has it. So they're all good. So anyway, I'm going to try using the moss over here around the cabbage type plants to retain moisture and reduce the heat in the garden beds. That'll probably help them a lot so that they don't, we'll see the yellow flowers, they're bolting because the soil gets too hot during the day. So if I put the moss down, maybe it'll prevent the heat from messing it up. And over there, I think our little tiny rabbit is destroying everything. He's eaten off most of our root crops and most of my buckwheat and almost all the sunflowers. So I sadly didn't get the live traps from New York. So he's devastating the entire garden. All the root vegetables are destroyed and wiped out. Pretty much everything on that back row. And he's nipping off the heads of the corn. The corn doesn't have a chance to grow this season anyway, but it's frustrating to lose all the root vegetables again. This is our 3rd attempt at planting root vegetables, and it's just sickening. And the little monster is so fast. He's a tiny little thing, but he's destructive. And obviously the electric fence isn't going to stop him at all. Melanie, I can barely see you in there. Looking good, isn't it? Yeah. It's bushing out nice. Oh, the chamomile has to be harvested when it's sunny because the flowers are closed up right now. Yeah. And then if we get a sunny time, I'll harvest all them. This is the best chamomile I've ever had. I'm really happy with it. So what's that, spearmint or oh, there's a weed right by your hand. See that hiding in there? Right towards me. To me. Right there. Pull that out, please.
You said that's edible.
It is, but I don't want it in the herb bed. That's a good, that's amaranth. That'll take over the herb bed. One day I want to plant them. I have seeds. Yeah? Yeah.
That's yummy.
But the herb garden is looking good. Really looking good.
Look like an amaranth. It's just like seed.
Yeah. So we are cooking exclusively now with herbs from our garden, right? From our herb bed. Melanie makes meals using this. The basil was so good last night. I tasted that for hours afterwards. Here I'm cleaning up the wood around the chicken coop. I've just got a few pieces of stuff that I'm not sure if I'm going to keep or burn. There was a bunch of scrap wood here. Those boards are staying there to keep critters from getting in, and it works. And then I've got some remains from the I'm going to take all this over to the woodshed and the OSB, and this is going to go over there as well. I'll probably haul it over in a wheelbarrow. And then I've got some scrap pieces I'm probably going to use with the laser. There's some unique shaped, interesting pieces. There's an eye, almost looks like a face of like a alligator or fish. So Melanie will probably be able to do something with that. Actually, there's two eyes, almost two faces here, so that's interesting. And then there's just a unique cut. I might sand this and laser burn something in there. We'll figure something out with that. Anyway, I always look for odd cuts to laser burn. Hauled all the junk wood over with the wheelbarrow and got a little bonfire going. Burn all those little wood scraps finally and get them out of here. You know, the problem is I was saving them for bonfires, for starting fires, but you know, eventually it builds up and builds up, and I'm surrounded by 16 acres of woods, so just burn it off for now, get rid of it. And I can always get kindling material out in the forest. Melanie's got her herb drying racks. Although, well, it's supposed to rain today, but it doesn't look like it. I guess we'll see. There's no sun now, but it's coming and going. And then we got solar showers for both of us. Birds out for the first time ever. They're growing up, little babies. Now they're tough enough to be outdoors. The little Jersey Giants, which are the tiniest ones, funny enough, are weak yet. But, oh, they're so cute. The others are 3 weeks old, and it looks like they can almost get out of the chicken coop. That's not good. We'll have to keep an eye on them. But they're happy. I just brought them out, so I got to get them their food yet, but they're happily eating grass and stuff. First time out ever. So I got the big meats out. I got the little babies out. I've got the normal birds, the barnyard chickens out. They're locked out of the house, and they're sort of mad at me right now, trying to figure out how to get in. I have to clean the chicken coop, clean the baby's pen, and also I'm going to put roosting boards in there, because the chickens, I've been feeding them the same chick starter feed as the meat birds, 22% to 24% protein, fast grow meat bird starter, and so they're big. And although I think we got these, you know, you can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember exactly, but I think we got these in May, which put May, June, July. These are 3.5 months old, if my numbers are right, my math is right, and they're already the size of a 9-month bird. And Rooster here started to crow this morning. So what I'm about to do has nothing to do with anything somebody said in the comments, because we just had a discussion about building a chicken coop. This has to do with little baby Rooster is crowing, and that means the hens laying eggs are not far behind. So I have to finish the nesting boxes and get protection over them, a board over them to stop birds from pooping in them, and then get boards running across in front for them to roost on and to jump off into the nesting boxes, and stop them from generally pooping all over the place, because they've been resting on the shelf and made a mess of it. And on the chicken brooder, the chick brooder, they've been sitting up on top of it. So I'm going to block that off too and use it as storage. Look, there's a moth, a butterfly, dumb butterfly. Chickens are, well, sort of missed it. Chickens wanted it. Emptied out. You guys might remember the nesting boxes I had built, and then the chick brooder stops birds from pooping into those boxes. But these are wide open, so I have to put something above that at a slope or something so that the birds don't want to lay on it. And then I may end up just building myself a cabinet up here for storage, because they've made a serious mess of this table. They sleep on that at night. And then I had the other chick cage on top of this as well, so it's just a general mess. Anyway, and then they got into my egg carton, so I have to pick all the styrofoam out of here in a plastic bag that they ripped out, which I had put up in the rafters, and they got to and ate it. They ate the styrofoam. Demolished all my egg cartons. So now I have to start over on that too. So, I got a mess to clean up today. And some building. I'm going to put a roosting bar from here, as originally planned, all the way across in front of the nesting boxes, over to here. And then from there, over to here, across the sidewalls, so that the birds have places to sit and sleep at night. And then I may even go one higher up here for the bigger birds that want to sit up higher, but offset from the others so they don't poop on each other. That's the problem. They always poop on each other. And that's what I'm trying to prevent. Guys, this looks like something from an expensive restaurant. Melanie is amazing. And you made this on video, right?
Yes.
Go on and check out Off-Grid Homesteading with Melanie. She is amazing. And most of this is either home caught or homegrown, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's all just the onion in the grocery.
See? Look at that, guys. Herbs and spices and fish we caught ourselves.
That's not fish, that's chicken.
Chicken, it looks just like fish, Melanie. How do you do? Look, she does amazing things. You don't even know what it is.
It's a chicken.
When she's done with it.
Cheesy stuff.
It looked like fish because how it's thin and rolled. Okay, chicken we grew, and vegetables we grew, and everything else, and herbs and everything fresh. Go check out Off-Grid Homesteading with Melanie. She is quite amazing, and this you could probably charge $50 a plate for.